Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Hey Little Magpie featuring 49 Market ARToptions Spice. So I've got a couple of pictures there that I'd like to use with this collection. I've just trimmed the bottom off this paper and I'm going to use this as my background, and it's from the 12 by 12 coloured foundations pack. So in the tray there I've put together all the bits and pieces from the range. I've opened all the packets that I've got, and I've got some of the rub-ons, some of the 6 by 8 papers, and I've put them into colours mainly. So I've got pinks and purples together, oranges, greens, and I've also got quite a few of the laser cuts as well. So those flowers in the centre are from one of the laser cut sheets. The one piece of advice that I would give you if you use the laser cut sheets is take your time removing them. They're beautifully intricate designs, and therefore it does take a bit of time to get them out perfectly. Now, I don't know whether you follow Hey Little Magpie. You should. They've got a Facebook group which is full of inspiration, and they run a monthly challenge. This month the challenge for November is run by my colleague Wendy, and she's asked for 4 things on a layout, so I'm going to try and do that on this layout. So using some of the pattern papers there from the 6 by 8 pad, I've cut some tags to lay up behind the photos. Now there are some tags in this range, but they are generally smaller. There are some die cuts and there's some chipboard ones, and I will use some, but I've also wanted some bigger ones to mount the 2 photographs on, because I'm looking at doing a vertical layout essentially and have the flowers between the 2 pictures. So Wendy's asked us to use 4 things, as I mentioned. Tags is one of them, hearts, flowers and stars. So I've already ticked off 2, and there's a 3rd already at the top there for me to think about. So it's a really easy challenge. There is a prize. There is points to be added to your Hey Little Magpie shop so that you can spend them in store, so that added to your account so you can spend them in the shop. So it's well worth doing it. Just make sure that you put your layout in the right album so that it's entered into the current monthly challenge, and we always draw them on literally the 1st of the next month, so you wouldn't wait long to find out. But it's always worth taking part. Lots of inspiration, as I say, and that's all to be found on Facebook. So potentially I've got 3 tags top and bottom at the moment. I've die cut the bottom 3. You may have noticed that one wasn't a full tag. It didn't matter. I knew I wasn't going to show all of it, and it was going to be hidden behind the picture, so I was okay with that. One of the ones at the top, the dark purpler one, that is actually a die cut, and I'll probably trim that down. So I've got all the chipboard words as well. They come in 2 different fonts, and I really like Hello Lovely. I am going to add to the title as we go, but it very much fits with the colour scheme. I know I've got orange in the flowers in the middle. There will be some little bits of orange coming back in, but I'm going to use it very much as a secondary colour after the pinks and purples in this collection. So I'm just getting a couple of frames to see if I can add those behind the photos as well. I really like this one, but I may take the centre out of it. I'm just having a look at the others. And this layout seems to it's feeling like it's coming together really quickly. I think some of that is because the foundation paper is so good as a starting point. You feel like you don't need to do any mixed media particularly because it's all there already. So I'm just trying to look at balancing the top and the bottom there, either side of those flowers. There's lots of phrases and words in this collection, and I do think about using quite a few of them. In the end, I don't think I use any of them. These are specifically laser cut flowers, and I just want to poof out the bit in the middle. I'm going to make it a little bit wider, and I'm going to add some leaves underneath the titles. So I'm happy to bring in some that have got orange and yellow and a bit of blue on as well, because those colours are all still in the photograph. They're just not the colours that I want to be dominant. So I really would recommend you check out this Spice range by 49 Market, and lots of other ranges. There's lots of current stuff in the Hey Little Magpie store. So make yourself a brew or something before you sit down and have a look in the store, because it'll take you a while to go through all that's on offer there. Also, we've got a YouTube channel. You may have found this there. So do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see other videos in the coming months. There's also a backlog or a store of older videos. So lots of inspiration there if you get the chance to watch any of them. So as you can see from this video, I am taking my time to lift those die cuts out, just so I want them to stay intact because they are so lovely. Now you'll also find me trimming this heart. I don't actually use it in the end, but basically on a lot of the packaging, on the back of the information for, say, the die cuts and the laser cuts, you'll find printables that you need to cut yourself. So it's adding more to the collection. I think it's really good that there's no wasted paper at all. So on the back of the info are these things. So the frames are there. This little bulldog clip is one, the heart was one. So there's so much you can add to the collection. And if you're not keen on fussy cutting, maybe do it in front of the TV or a radio or something, so you can actually take your mind off what your hands are doing. But I would really recommend you do cut out all the 49er market bits, because it really supplements the collection, and it adds a few extra bits and pieces you wouldn't get otherwise. So I really like this ribbon. Doesn't it look really realistic? I've lifted it out of this die cut set as the laser cut set as the pink, but I'm actually deciding it would be better in the purple. So I made my daughter laugh when I saw this new coat that she bought. I was like, I know the range that will go with. And I said, come and wear it in the garden for me for a minute, because I want to take some photos. So she is smiling in the photos, but she's like, Mum, really? And I'm like, absolutely. That is your winter coat for 2023. It's now going to have a layout of its own. So off camera, I cut out some reinforcers for the holes in the tags, and I've glued those on with wet glue. So going back to Wendy's challenge, there was 4 things that we needed to include, and it was tags, hearts, flowers, stars. So the heart is on the bottom photograph. We can see the flowers, we can see the tags. The stars there, they're Hey Little Magpie's own. You'll find them also in the store. And I'm going to add some of those as well, so that there I've ticked all 4 boxes for this great monthly challenge. So I'm just going to cut these stars. I'm looking at the pinks and the purples. And I'm going to actually, there's 2 shades of pink on here actually, and I think they come in at least 2 or 3 sizes. So I'm just being a bit picky, and I'm going to cut them out with the background on so I can move them around and decide exactly where I want them to go. So if you initially looked at this range and thought it got lots of pumpkins in, it has, but actually the colours are really, really versatile for you to scrap anything that you liked. So I wouldn't let that put you off checking it out in the store. As I say, there's lots on offer for this 49er market range with die cuts and the laser cuts, and there's, I think, like little enamel dots there I've got on the right, and chipboard pieces, and it goes on and on. So lots of bits, so you wouldn't need all of it necessarily, but there's lots of bits to choose from depending on the bits that you like to use. I love the little bits, so that's why I like it in the tray. I try and get organised if I can, and that to me, that what makes a layout. So these foundation papers plus the 6x8 pad are perfect for me. So I've stuck all that down off camera, and I've just brought in some double-sided tape and a darker paper. It's got a really dark, deep purple on the other side, and I'm just going to die cut 4 letters to finish my title. So I'm adding this double-sided tape to the paper before I die cut it, because the letters are going to be really fiddly, and this way it's going to make it easier to stick them down. So I'd got them there in the wrong order, if you wonder what I was going to put, but it's going to say, hello, lovely coat. And I'm just peeling the backs off these. And that dark purple from the 6x8 pad that matches the flower and the tags, I think is a good addition just there along that leaf. That's perfect sighting, I think, for the rest of that title. But it makes me smile every time I look at it. And I've got memories of my daughter in the garden having literally a few second photo shoot, really. But it was just to please her mum. So I'm leaving that there. That's all stuck down nicely. So thank you so much for watching. Can you see all that depth there with the foam pads behind the titles? Do check out the store. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you here again soon. And enjoy scrapping autumn. And bye for now.